Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Nightingale Shadow and Light Tarot. Guys, I wanted to release the deck of the week this week, and if you checked out the reading I did earlier, the energy check-in, you saw me use this deck during that reading. Now the deck of the week I was inspired to use because we are in Ostara season. I felt very heavy Fae energy, and that makes so much sense because now we're in the lighter part of the year now. So the Fae are out and about and having fun after the darkness. So this deck is actually a customized deck, and I bought it on Etsy through Taroko Studio. So if you go on to Etsy and you check out the link below in the description box, you'll be able to see that you won't exactly see this particular rendition because it's a limited edition, but there is another version that's very similar. I mean, the artwork is the same, you know what I mean? Like the quality of art, it's the same, so you get an idea and a feel for it. But this one, limited edition Forest Creatures Tarot, the deck on the site is called Forest Creatures Tarot, so you'll see if you decide to purchase or at least look at this deck. I mean, and it's also worth looking at it because it is a stunning deck, and it comes in this box. The box itself is a little flimsy. As you can see, I kind of tore it apart when I was opening it, but that's okay. I don't normally keep my deck in boxes for the most part, but it, you know, it has a lot of Fae energy and elements to it, which I love, which is one of the key reasons why I bought it. The card stock itself is very thick, you know, very easy to handle. As you can see, it doesn't bend very much, and it, you know, I've had this deck for quite a while now, almost a couple years, so you can see it doesn't really bend. Of course, I shuffle my deck a little differently. I don't shuffle it like a regular playing card style deck. I shuffle it on the sides because my hands are a little too small for the size of this deck to shuffle it sideways. So that could also be why it's not really bent, because I don't shuffle my deck the regular playing card style. And as you can see, the artwork on the back, absolutely stunning, and the artwork in the front, I absolutely love, like, the major arcana in this deck, for example. It's just so beautiful. They really emphasize the major arcana's lovely, gorgeous hues. The High Priestess being one of my favorite cards in the deck. Just look at that. Look at that gorgeous High Priestess. And then we have, you know, the minor arcana, Knight of Wands, still absolutely stunning. And I love the crescent moon shape in the Knight of Wands, absolutely beautiful, and obviously has the Fae look about it. 3, the Empress. So I do want to mention that some of these cards isn't obvious, right? So when I think of the Empress, this isn't exactly what I think of. I imagine, you know, a little bit of a pregnant Empress. She doesn't have to be pregnant, but I'm not really seeing like, oh, this Fae is abundant and this Fae is magnetizing things in. So I don't really feel like, for example, this depicts the Empress card very well, but I'm not offended by it. You know, it is what it is. And if you don't know your Roman numerals, you're going to learn your Roman numerals. But fortunately, the creator put down the name of the deck or the card as well, so it's not too difficult for sure. And I believe the only other real, I want to say, again, it's not really an issue for me, but it's something I noticed that I'm just like, okay, that's a little wonky, is the male depictions in the deck. Ooh, 10 of Swords. And I'm trying to find a male depiction in the deck. The feminine pictures are just so stunning. I love that. Look at that. We have the Wands. Yeah, okay, so we have the King of Pentacles here. I'm not a huge fan of the way the men are depicted in this deck, I'm not gonna lie. They look a little something like out of a fantasy role-playing game, whereas the feminines in the deck, they seem to look more realistic to me, and I'm not completely sure why that is, but I don't know. She just looks more real to me as opposed to this guy. Not really sure why that is. You know, I guess it also depends. Not completely sure how the person did the deck, but yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't bother me too much, but I did want to call that out. There are some cards that kind of look like something out of a role-playing fantasy game. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it can look a little cartoony is the word I'm trying to look for. So yes, absolutely beautiful deck. If you're interested, I really hope you get a chance to check out the shop. Again, I don't make money recommending these decks. I do this solely based on the fact that I love the tarot and I love the oracle art. I'm a huge fan of it. If you checked out my last deck of the week, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I really hope that this brief video, and I love this card. I think this is my favorite card out of the entire deck. Very Game of Thrones. Yeah, I really hope that this video helped you decide whether or not you want to purchase this deck. In terms of pricing, it does run a little bit on the higher end. I had meant to mention that. It does run around, last time I checked, it was like $72, but that's because it's a customized deck. You can't find this on Amazon. You can't find this in any metaphysical shop. It's strictly on Etsy as far as I'm aware. But again, I've had this deck for years. So, and you can see it lasts, you know, no bad cuts or bruises or scrapes. But then again, I take really good care of my decks. So, you know, it's worth the money to me, especially if I absolutely love it, because I know I'll take care of it. So yeah, anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Sending you guys so much love and light and many blessings. Bye for now.